Or if you want to know a secret, you can pick up almost all of them from the Whole Foods salad bar if you want to be really lazy.
So excited to check out Camille's new studio. This has been a long time in the making. I can't wait to see.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi.
Welcome to the CS Bungalow. Come on in.
This is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. So exciting to be here.
I'm so excited to show you around. We're so thrilled to finally be in the space.
I'm sure you are. It's so special. How did you pick this spot?
Most people probably thought I was crazy when I said that I found the one, because it was a completely dilapidated 100-year-old house that had never been renovated. So if you can imagine, it looked completely different. I just sensed that this place could become something really special. It had a lot of character, it had all of that historic charm. We just all worked together to completely transform this space.
And you put the Camille Styles magic touch on it.
Oh, thank you. You know, at the end of the day, it's a creative workspace for our team. This is where we create all the content for my website. We do all of our photo shoots and our video shoots. My team works here every day writing the content that goes on the site. So I'm a big believer that your environment really affects your mental state, and I wanted this place to just feel light-filled and open and just spark creativity. We do all of our recipe development here, our cooking video shoots. I was thinking that maybe you and I could go in today and do a little recipe testing of our own.
I am thinking that is a fabulous idea. Shall we?
Let's do it. Okay.
So this is where your delicious recipes come to life, huh?
It is. I have to say that out of all of the content that we create for the site, I think the food and recipes is my favorite. I love sharing the meals that I love to make with our audience, but of course we also create tons of content around goals and healthy living and beauty and fashion. It's all really fun.
Yeah, you have so many amazing ideas on your site and inspiration. Why did you want to bring that to people online?
I'm really inspired by showing our audience how they can live their best life, but in approachable ways. We always say that we show how to live a healthy life well-styled.
I love everything about that, including this beautiful spread. So what are we making today?
This is one of my favorite things. I've set up a grain bowl bar for us.
You always have the best tips for how to entertain, but also enjoy time with your guests.
Right, exactly. And you can prep all of these things in advance, or if you want to know a secret, you can pick up almost all of them from the Whole Foods salad bar if you want to be really lazy.
See, I like that. I like the little pro tips. Shall we make one?
Let's do it. This is farro, which is a very healthy grain. Roasted vegetables like this butternut squash, raw vegetables, beans, nuts, a protein, a little bit of everything so your guests can create something really balanced.
And so the thing is, I feel like we're gonna make bowls at the same time, and they're gonna come out looking two very different ways. Yours is gonna be.
You can get creative. You do you.
Okay, good.
Would you like a little garnish over there?
Yeah, I need a little something.
Squeeze of lime.
Perfect. Yeah, I think the big noticeable difference here is the green component that I happened to leave out this time around.
Yes, you gotta get your greens. All right, shall we go over to the table and enjoy it?
Let's do it. Everything is so picture perfect.
Thank you.
Have you always been an entertainer? Like, did you have lots of tea parties as a child?
Most definitely. I have so many pictures from when I was little of my dolls surrounded around the table while I'm pouring their tea. But really, I mean, my mom is an amazing cook, and she always just taught me to make meals for other people that would make them feel well-fed and welcome, and I think she really instilled that in me.
And in such an impactful way, because you get to share that with millions of readers all over the world.
I'm so thankful to get to do what I do. When I started my blog, 9 years ago, I honestly never dreamed that I would be able to do it full-time as my career. It almost seemed too good to be true because I started as something that was fun and a creative outlet, and then it just grew over the years.
To get from that first blog post to here, were there ever moments that you felt like giving up?
I think whenever people are considering starting a business of any kind and ask me for advice, I always tell them to be prepared for that moment, because I think that there's a moment for every entrepreneur when they feel like throwing in the towel. I feel like the thing that keeps you going and prevents you from giving up is having a really strong vision and knowing what it is that you're working for, and then also just passion and loving what you do.
What advice might you have for a blogger in 2018? Is there still space out there to jump in?
There is. I mean, I think that more and more people are getting used to finding their content and their inspiration online, and so I do think there's always room for more voices. My advice would be to really find your own point of view. Know what makes your voice different and unique, and then do that the best.
How would I make something like this come to life in my own life? Like, this is probably so simple to you, and to me, I'm like, how did she think of this? It's beautiful.
You know, I think that simplicity is very beautiful, and I love to find ways to kind of bring the outdoors in. Just incorporating a couple of thoughtful touches can really elevate a table and make your guests feel super special.
Yeah.
So for this, a little bit of seeded eucalyptus, just one little sprig at each place setting. I love to put a place card on each napkin. It's just such a little simple element, and then some beautiful flowers on the table. And a lot of people feel really intimidated by floral arranging. I am not an amazing floral designer, but one little trick that I employ a lot is to put multiple arrangements on the table, but only put one variety of flowers per vase. It kind of makes you look like an expert and makes the table look really pulled together.
You know, you give all sorts of advice and inspiration on your site. Where do you go for inspiration and insight?
I am definitely a believer that inspiration is everywhere. I love to travel, and my husband and I are always getting ideas and inspiration from everywhere that we go. But I don't follow just bloggers. I'll follow painters or sculptors or poets, people who come from all different creative areas and really get inspired, sometimes in unexpected ways.
Well, you're most definitely one of my inspirations. Thank you for having us in this beautiful space today, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you, and it's been so great. I'm ready to eat some healthy grain bowls. How about you?
Me too, let's do it.